I decided I wanted to be a prosecutor. I wanted to take my law degree, take my military record, and I wanted to go to the courtrooms of the United States and try to make it a better place. I have stood in front of juries as a prosecutor and asked that they impose that sentence. We have a rule in Virginia, it's called the Triggerman rule, and it is an anti-justice rule. It's an anti-justice rule. And what it means is that only the person who literally pulls the trigger or plunges in the knife can be subjected to capital punishment in Virginia. And what do I mean by that? What's your first name, sir? Dennis. All right, let's say Dennis and I are going to go rob a bank this afternoon. Well, that'd be a story, wouldn't it? So, I scout out the bank, I plan the robbery, I buy the guns and ammunition, it's my car, it's my plan, and I drive us there. I just pick him up at the house and we go. We go inside the bank, I tell him what to do, go to the tellers, get the money, and before we leave, I say, Dennis, shoot the teller. And he complies and kills him. Now, under the law of Virginia, only Dennis is subjected to capital punishment and not me, because he pulled the trigger. It is an anti-justice rule. So we tried to abolish it. Last year, the Republicans got together. Every single Republican in the House and every single Republican in the Senate, but one, voted to get rid of the Triggerman rule. But it passed anyway. Well, Tim Kaine vetoed it. Tim Kaine's against the death penalty. So the Republicans said, we'll override your veto. And once again, every single Republican in the House of Delegates and every single Republican in the Senate, except Mr. Cuccinelli, voted to override that veto. When it comes to this serious issue, I guarantee you, I'm going to be standing with law enforcement, and I'm going to be standing with the victims of violent crime, and I'm not going to be standing with Tim Kaine. There is a model for victory. Conservative prosecutors with military experience win.